The Ryder Cup has kicked off with a deeply emotional atmosphere for Team USA, setting the tone for what promises to be one of golf's most intense and unpredictable weeks. But here's where it gets controversial. While the Ryder Cup is known for its raucous crowds and high-energy competition, Monday's start was strikingly quiet and reflective, a stark contrast to the chaos that usually defines this event. In Farmingdale, New York, as the sun rose over the iconic Bethpage Black course, the American team gathered on the first tee in a moment filled with both solemnity and inspiration. Unlike the packed grandstands expected later in the week, there was no roaring crowd, just the team, their captain, and a powerful reminder of resilience and sacrifice. U.S. Captain Keegan Bradley brought his entire squad together before the gates opened to the public. He invited Chris Mascali, a New York firefighter whose father, Joe Mascali, tragically lost his life during the September 11th terrorist attacks, to speak to the team. Mascali came dressed in his firefighter uniform and brought along his father's helmet, which now rests in the American team room as a symbol of courage and remembrance. This poignant gesture set a reflective mood, reminding the players of the bigger picture beyond the competition. Adding to the emotional weight, Bryan Robinson from FDNY Ladder 16 performed the National Anthem while the massive video board displayed iconic moments from Ryder Cup history. Bradley shared, "I had envisioned this moment for about a year. Seeing it come to life and watching how deeply it moved the guys was truly special for our team." After this touching ceremony, the Americans quietly crossed the bridge from the first tee complex to the practice area, where they played a full 18 holes on the challenging black course. This calm before the storm was a stark contrast to the usual pre-tournament buzz. Meanwhile, Team Europe had already spent 2 days at Bethpage Black a week earlier. Afterward, they scattered. Some stayed with American families, while others explored some of Long Island's top golf courses, before regrouping to face what they know will be a formidable challenge. Historically, the U.S. has been dominant on home soil, losing only 4 times since the Ryder Cup began in 1927. But European captain Luke Donald sent a subtle yet powerful message by having his team wear salmon-colored pullovers and sweater vests. This choice wasn't random. It harkened back to the 1987 Ryder Cup at Muirfield Village, where Europe stunned the Americans wearing the same color to claim their first-ever victory on U.S. soil. Since then, Europe has won 3 more times in America, including the legendary Miracle at Medina 13 years ago, famous for its dramatic Sunday comeback. Donald emphasized the motivational power of history. "It's inspiring for the guys to know it's been done before and we're here to try to do it again." Europe arrives fresh off a commanding victory at Marco Simone and brings back 11 of the 12 players from that 2023 match, with the only change being Rasmus Højgaard replacing his twin brother Nikolai. Yet despite recent success, Europe has faced tough losses on American soil in recent Ryder Cups, falling by 9 points in 2021 at Whistling Straits, 6 points in 2016 at Hazeltine, and 5 points in 2008 at Valhalla. Donald reflected on the importance of unity and tradition. "We always rally around something meaningful: our history, our unity, and the legends who paved the way. This week is going to be a tough test." On the American side, there were few surprises in how Bradley arranged his 3 groups of 4 players for their only full practice round this week. Justin Thomas and Cameron Young teamed up again, just as they did recently at the Procore Championship in Napa, California. Rookie Ben Griffin joined forces with Bryson DeChambeau, who, due to his affiliation with LIV Golf, was ineligible for the PGA Tour event in Napa. Scotty Scheffler paired with Russell Henley, a duo that proved formidable during last year's President's Cup in Royal Montreal, alongside U.S. Open champion J.J. Spaun and Harris English. The final group featured Patrick Cantlay and Xander Schauffele, longtime partners in team events over the past 6 years, along with Sam Burns and Colin Morikawa, who famously won a 4-balls match at Marco Simone during the last Ryder Cup. Interestingly, Schauffele and DeChambeau had not competed for about a month. DeChambeau wrapped up the LIV golf season on August 24th, while Schauffele missed the Pro Corps Championship to spend time at home with his newborn son. Both captains, who live near each other in South Florida and share a close friendship, expressed a common sentiment about the Ryder Cup. Despite the mounting pressure and tension, the ultimate goal is to savor the experience, especially since the chance to compete in this event may not come around again. Bradley, who played in 2 Ryder Cups with his last appearance in 2014, returned to the event in a new role as captain after being named to the position last year. He felt the weight of that responsibility and the significance of the moment as his team gathered on the first tee to hear Mascali's words. It was a powerful moment, Bradley recalled. Seeing the guys so focused and emotionally connected was moving. Many have worked incredibly hard to reach this point in their careers. He added a thoughtful reflection that might resonate with many. Sometimes in life and in your career, you need to pause and appreciate what's happening around you. One of my biggest regrets earlier on was not enjoying those moments more. But this morning, the guys truly absorbed and cherished the experience. And that was beautiful to witness. So as the Ryder Cup unfolds, we're reminded that beyond the fierce competition lies a deeper story of history, sacrifice, and the fleeting nature of opportunity. But here's the part most people miss. Will the emotional weight and historical pressure inspire Team USA to defend their home turf? Or will Europe's hunger and legacy push them to another rare and remarkable victory on American soil? What do you think? Can history be rewritten once again? Or is the home advantage too strong? Share your thoughts and let the debate begin.